Well, here we are back in Pioneer. Last time we played a mono white devotion with Mastery of the Unseen. This time we're going to be playing a Selesnya package, working with Whisperwood Elementals and Deathmist Raptors. So, to begin with the lands, we've got 4 Temple Garden, 3 Sunpetal Grove, and 4 Nixos of Shrine to Nyx. 2 Plains and 10 Forests. We also have 4 Mastery of the Unseen. This will allow us to manifest the top card of our library and possibly gain a lot of life as well. We have 3 Dromoka's Command. They are for some creature control. They can also be used against problematic burn spells, and they can be used to get rid of enchantments as well. So with our creature package, so we've got the 4 Elvish Mystics, 4 Sylvan Caryatid, 3 Sylvan Caryatid, 2 Voyaging Satyr, and 3 Voice of Resurgence. Now the Elvish Mystics, Sylvan Caryatid and Voyaging Satyr are obviously there for mana ramp. Next we've got 3 Courser of Crufix, 4 Deathmist Raptor, 3 Polychronos World Eater, and 1 Temur Sabertooth. Now the Courser of Crufix allows us to play the land off the top of our deck, meaning that when we manifest, we should hopefully have more chance of hitting creatures. Deathmist Raptors can easily, once they die, can easily come back when we manifest a new creature. Poly K is just a big beast. It can be monstrous, get rid of some problematic creatures on their opposite side. And the 1 copy of Temur Sabertooth allows us to return any cards that we may want to play that have been manifest, so like a Mastery of the Unseen or the Ugin. We can also return the Poly K after it's been monstrous to replay it again, and this allows us to monstrous it once again. Then we've got 4 Whisperwood Elementals and 2 Hornet Queen for against any flyers. The Whisperwood Elementals obviously allow us to get creatures that have been manifested, and we can switch them over if we've got a Mastery on the table and we can gain life from it. That way we don't have to rely on flipping cards with the Mastery of the Unseen. Next we have 1 Ugin Spirit Dragon. So for the sideboard we've got 4 Surge of Righteousness, 2 Valorous Stance, 2 Scavenging Ooze and 1 Hornet's Nest. So the 4 Surge of Righteousness is against any black or red aggro decks. The 2 Valorous Stance will allow us to save any of our creatures, plus it can also kill any bigger creatures. Scavenging Ooze against any graveyard decks, and a Hornet Queen, especially if we're up against any kind of large creatures that don't have trample, that could come in handy. We've got 3 Reclamation Sage against any enchantments or artifacts, 1 Deathrite Shaman, again against any graveyard decks, and 2 Pithing Needles to help with any planeswalkers. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Here we are up against Illwill 552. We've lost the die roll, so we are on the play. That looks okay. So we will keep that. See what we're up against. Grave Mulligan to 5. Hallowed Fountain. It's not some kind of control deck. Tome Skill. Looks like it's more of a Dredge. Ashen Rider. Have they got some other kind of recursion? There's a Whisperwood. Get Elvish Mystic down. Venture deeper, so we're going to mill another 4. Urborg. Here we can get down the Voyaging Satyr. And get in for 1. We're going to bring that Merfolk Secret Keeper as a blocker. Another Forest. You can easily get down Polycates, more of an aggressive one. Actually, we've got enough mana for the Whisperwood, so we'll get that in. Start creating more creatures. The Harlot Queen there. And we get the GGs. So we definitely want to bring in the Uzis and the Deathrite Shaman. What we take out Jumboka's Command, bring in the Hornet's Nest. Take out Death Mist. Take out a Poly K. And a Cursor. A lot slower. We will keep a Death Mist there. 4 mana, so all we need is 1 more for the Whisperwood. And we've got a Nykthos, so it might help us get Ugin down quickly. It depends how good of a start our opponent gets. Murkwater Pathway and a Stitcher Supplier. So there's Blood from Bones, which will help them get back the Ashen Rider. Elvish Mystic. Jacefin's Prodigy. We'll let the one through. Get Death Mist down. Start building up that mana symbols. They're going to draw a card with Jace. Or they're going to loot. Creeping Chill goes into the graveyard. They're going to cast Gurmag Angler. Okay, so that's a big beastie. So we've got 4. We can get the Voyaging Satyr then, but we don't have the mana for the Voice. We don't have any white. Got a Death Mist against the Gurmag Angler though. So they're looting again. Getting in for 5 with the Gurmag. We'll block with the Death Mist because we can get that back. There's Blood for Bones, so we're going to get the Gurmag back probably. Yep. And they'll get the Stitcher Supplier back. We can get the Nykthos out. And the Whisperwood. That would give us blockers for the Gurmag, depending on what we get there. So some Petal Grove, we can easily block the Gurmag with that. We'll chump block. Could do with some white mana though. There's the Stitcher Supplier and the Creeping Chill. And they're going to loot a game Jace. That's going to turn. Another Stitcher Supplier. So they play here. And another Gurmag Angler. They're going to give me Elemental -2. So there's another Death Mist. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could get Ugin down. If we exile everything, then we'll lose absolutely everything. We will get another blocker at the end of this turn for the Gurmag. We'll just exile everything. Mana cost of 1. We're only going to lose 1. They're going to lose the Stitcher Suppliers as well. We'll get a blocker. Forest. They get a Death Mist back next turn. Death Mist out next turn. So they are attacking with everything. All coming at Ugin. So we can block 2 of them, Silver Smoke and a Gurmag. Ugin will take 5, going down to 1. So let's see what we get off the top of the library. That'd be 7 foot megamorph cost altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to do damage to the Whisper Wound. So we'll sack that. Two Death Mists. And yeah, we have the mana to play it. That should be good. We're going to do 3 damage to Jace. Still need that white mana. Stitcher Supplier there. They're coming in with the 2 Gurmag, so we can block with the 2 Death Mists. There's a Sunpetal Grove, so we can get the voice out now. And we can ping for 3. What are they playing here? Gurmag. Got a Teamer there. Ping. Our opponent for 3. Play the Teamer. The voice can easily block the Gurmag. Or we can easily return a creature to our hand with the Teamer. It's coming in for 5. So we will block with the voice. And return it to our hand. There's our cursor. We'll play the cursor. And we get the GG's. Well, here we are back. We're up against Orange Cow and we are on the play. So I think we will keep. So we're either up against Cliff Forest or one else, so we're either up against Stompy or an elf deck. Play Forest and get out the Elvish Mystic. And get the cursor out next turn. That's Steel Leaf Champion. So it's definitely a Stompy. There's another land. And a land on top. Nixos. Another Steel Leaf Champion. So they're getting in for 5. Play the land and get them Polycay. I don't think somehow we're going to get up to enough for the Hornet Queen, which could help though. If we drew a Nixos, then that would be really handy. Growth Chamber Guardian. We're going to adapt and go searching for another one. Nullhide Ferox. It's got a hexproof. It's a 6/6. So they're going to get in for 10. Hindsight, maybe I should have chumped one, but I know I've got the Dromoka's command. But even with that, I don't see much any way I could turn this around, to be honest. Haship Oasis. Another Growth Chamber Guardian. You're going to adapt the Growth Chamber? Yep. Go looking for another one. So I'm going to pump one of the Steel Leafs with a Haship, and there's another Growth Chamber. I don't have the mana to adapt it though. So coming in, well, I could block a steel leaf and take 14. Even with that, I'm probably not going to be able to do much. So, to sideboard. Right, so we'll bring in the Hornet Nest and the 2 Valorous Stance. Take out to Dromoka's command. All 3 of the Dromoka's command, and we'll see how that goes. Playing first, we've got a Nykthos. Yes, this will definitely be a keep. Play the Forest and the Elvish Mystic. Next turn we can get the Caryatid out. Then play Forest and the Llanowar. Not pay the 2 life. Get out the Caryatid. As soon as we've got enough for the Whisperwood next turn if we decide. So, no land drops. Okay. So we'll play the Nykthos and we'll get out the Polychae there. Well-born Preserver. And a Growth Chamber Guardian. They don't have enough to adapt them, so they can't go looking for another one. Not going to get in with any attacks. Not really surprising, to be honest. Right, so we've got another Polychae there. So we've got 4 mana. So we'll get out the Whisperwood. Get in with the Polychae. And we'll manifest a creature. So what do we have there? It's just a plains. And we get the GGs. So this one here, we're just run it straight back out again. I'm not sure about the Dromoka's command, although we didn't have to use it much in the last game. Looks like, yeah, we'll keep this. Not a quick ramp that would have wanted though, but we've got a Death Mist and a Voice, right, they're quite good. So they play a Forest, Elvish Mystic. So we'll just play the Forest. Next turn we either get out the Satyr or the Voice. Could be depending on what they play, so they've got a Nykthos. Not good. Achievement of the Forgotten Ways. Not seen that one for a while. Temple Garden. So we'll play the voice. No, actually we'll play the Nexus because we can do with the mana ramp. We don't have anything too big at the moment, but that could easily change. Alano. Growth Chamber Guardian. Nullhide Ferox. So we'll play out the Death Mist. I need something bigger, so we'll get a Poly K out. That can take care of most of the smaller creatures. Growth Chamber Guardian are going to adapt that, so go looking for another one. So unless something drastic changes, I think we're probably going to be losing this one. So there's a Growth Chamber Guardian. They've got more than enough to adapt that. So they'll adapt that and go looking for another one. Doesn't look like they've got enough to adapt that one though. Hornet's Nest would be really good. They don't have trample, so we could get quite a few 1/1s out of that, which would we could get quite a few 1/1s, especially by defending against the Nullhide. All they're attacking with is Nullhide at the moment. So we can get down the Death Mist and the Voice. Still far from stable yet though. They've got more than enough to activate the Shaman, which would only put me on 4 life. If they attacked it, they could easily do that amount of damage. There's Ronus, so that's their trample getting involved. So we'll block the Null Hide, the Gross Chamber Guardian, and the other Gross Chamber Guardian, taking 4. What are they going to do here? They can't adapt. Oh, creature's going to get +2/+0. So that's going to take out our Poly K. Our Death Mist was going to die anyway, but now they're doing a lot of trample damage, which is to be expected anyway. All our creatures are going to die, so yeah, I don't think there's much else that we are going to be able to do here. I'll pay the 2 life. Play the Caryatid and get a Poly K down. They've got more than enough to kill me, so I've just noticed that I have not started the video recorder, so the game has already started. We're against a fantastic Mr. King, and we are on the play. We kept our opening hand of 7 and played a Temple Guard. So they've got a Shatter Skull. So next turn, I'll get down to Sylvan Caryatid. Blast Zone. Tormenting Voice. Blast Zone could be a bit of a problem. We'll get out the Cursor and play our land. And there's a Nykthos. We've got 2 white mana, so we can start using Mastery. Perforos's intervention. So we'll play the Forest, get out the Voice of Resurgence. If we can get them to use the Blast Zone, then we can get out the Mastery. There's a Stomp. Another Nykthos. Play a Voyaging Satyr. And get him for 3. Don't really want to take the chance of playing the Mastery, but another Stomp. But we may have to. Brash Taunter. So it's indestructible. Whenever it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. Okay. And you can also make it fight. So we'll get down to Death Mist. At this point, there's not much point in attacking. A Pyromancer's Goggles. That doesn't bode well. There's another cursor. With Mystic on top. What we get here. Another Stomp. Getting copied. Targeting us. And bring the Bone Crusher into play. There's a voice on the top. So we will play the Mastery. See what we get underneath it. We've got a voice there, I should say, so we already know. Not got the mana to play it just now though. What now we do? We've got the some people go from the top. can turn this up for its mana cost. Gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. 5 life, I should say. Could play the Elvish Mystic. Are they going to put a charge counter on the last one to deal with our Mastery? Another Shark Skull. What are we playing here? Perforos's Intervention. So that's 6, 12. Because it doubles, so it's 24. So they do it by 1. Okay then. So what do we bring in here? We'll bring in the Reclamation Sages against the Pyromancer Goggles. Surge of Righteousness is not going to do much against the indestructible creature. So we'll take out Polychae and a Death Mist. One more. We want to keep Ugin because that can get rid of it. And we can keep on. We could bring in the Pithy Needles against. Don't have much use for the Dromoka's commands. Go down a Hornet Queen. We'll play first. We've got a Reclamation Sage and 2 Masteries, so. And the mana to cast, so we'll keep in that. Temple Garden, untapped, with Elvish Mystic. And then we'll get the Nykthos down. Play a Mastery. All we need is some more mana. Get in for attack with 1. Tormenting Voice. mana. Nope, another Whisperwood. Might as well get another attack with the Elvish Mystic. Now we really need mana. We're bringing back the Drownyard Temple. Another Reclaimer Sage. But still no mana. We've got enough to cast the Reclamation Sages anyway. There's a Brash Taunter. Finally, Forest. Gonna get down the Polycake, because even if they play the Pyromancer's Goggles, they can't do anything that turn. Could start fighting the Polycake though. There's a Pyromancer Goggles. So we can get a Reclamation Sage out next turn. Another Nykthos. So now we can get 4 green from the Nykthos. Take out the Goggles. Need to start looking at gaining some life as well. Tormenting Voice. And there's a Blast Zone. And another Brash Taunter. There's a Caryatid. Get a Whisperwood out. Play another Nykthos as well. We play the Whisperwood, and we can get down the Sylvan Caryatid if we wanted. Manifest there. So what we got from the top there is it's just a forest. Another Drownyard Temple. There's a cursor. So we'll tap this for 6. Play the other Whisperwood. Excuse me. So we'll manifest 2 at the end of this turn. Timur and the Solvent Caryatids, okay. So they're going to start fighting Poly K. And Poly K again, so they're going to be doing 10 points of damage each turn. We can gain back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 16 we can gain back those 2 creatures. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough anyway, because they've now tapped everything. Probably going to be targeting the Brash Taunter. Yep, there we go. Here we are back in Pioneer. We're up against Pogba Dybala Greasy. So we're on the play. I think we will keep this. No white mana yet though. So they've mulliganed to 6. We're playing Elvish Mystic. See what they're playing. Swamp and a Dread Wanderer. Nykthos and play the Cursor. So we've got another land coming. Another Swamp. And a Scrap Heap Scrounger. No attacks. So play the Forest. And we'll get out a Poly K. So next turn we've got 5 mana. There's a Swift End on our Poly K. They're going to come in with an attack. Oh. There's another land. And another land there on top of that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still. Could really do with a white land. You can get the Mastery down or the Voice of Resurgence. Now they're coming in for an attack. So does that mean they've got a Fatal Push? Possibly. I'll take the 5. There's a Spawn of Mayhem. There's another Nykthos. So tap that for 3, 4, 5. Play that. Goes down 2 plus another 3, so it's 5, still 5. So I'll play Forest. 5 and 6. We just need one more. We should put the Nykthos coming next. And I'll take the Hornet Queen out. If I can get some white mana, I can get the Mastery out and start gaining back some life. There's some white mana, so we'll pay the 2 life. There's a Hornet Queen. 4 Death Touchers. So we can get Mastery out next turn. And hopefully start gaining some life back. Nothing changes the way it is just now. We gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could bring out the Ugin. Do it for 1. I'm going to take the chance and take the 5. Oh, right, we're going to have my upkeep. I'm going to take the damage from the Spawn of Mayhem, so. No, it's their upkeep, so play that. Play this. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven and 8. Cancel that. 6, 7, and 8. Better. Play the Ugin. Gonna have to do it for 4. So I'll be left with my Hornet Queen. I know I've got a Mastery coming next turn. There's a Swift End. That's the hit Ugin the Stranger, so. No, they're just gonna hit me, what am I saying? Okay. We'll bring in the Surge of Righteousness. Bring in a Deathrite Shaman and Scavenge Ooze and the Hornet's Nest. Go down to Mastery, Dromoka's Command. Go down all the Masteries actually. Keep the Dromoka's Command there. Down a Polycay and a Whisperwood. And back my stick, go down a Satan. So yes, we'll play first. Okay, not a great start, but got our Deathrite Shaman. Play the Forest and play the Mystic. Then got down a Dreaded Wanderer. We'll get the Caryatid out actually. And the Shaman. So no attacks, I'll get a Knight of the Ebon Legion out. And another one. So we will cast Deathrite. Death Mist Raptor, I should say. Got enough mana for the Surge as well. As I thought, see, so there goes our Surge. No attacks because they can't pump. So what we will do is exile that. There's a Whisperwood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do have enough. So that will start giving us extra creatures. There's a Noxious Grass, so what we'll do is sacrifice that. I had to expect the Noxious Grasps though, to be honest. So now they're probably going to get in with the Knights. We will block one, because they're going to pump the other one anyway. So they're pumping that one, which is a bit strange because mine's has got Death Touch as well. Thought they would have done it with their own. There's a Scavenging Ooze. So Rankle. We'll exile that. Exile that. Gain another life. They're coming in with Rankle. There's a Hornet Queen. So do we have enough to cast the Hornet Queen? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll tap 4. With that, tap it for another 4 on top of the 2 there, so that'll be 6. So yes, we do. Play out the Hornet Queen, which will give us quite a few blockers. Plus we also had the Death Rate Shaman should we want to maybe exile the Nykthos as well. There's a fatal push on the Ooze. But we still have the Death Rate Shaman. Dread Wanderer. And a Scrap Heap Scrounger. So we will exile Fatal Push. Giving them another 2. Another Caryatid. Need to find quite a big creature though. Maybe a Poly K or another Whisper would be really good. They're coming in with everything. Okay. So we will block that. 1 card in hand. We will double block those. Block that. And block that. Are going to lose some insect tokens, but they're going to lose their bigger creatures as well. There's a Noxious Grasp on the Hornet Queen. I knew they had something. So we can exile target instance or sorcery from a graveyard. Give them another 2. Problem is with the Death Rate Shaman, we can only do so much each turn. We really are needing something a bit bigger. Whisper would be really good because it allows us to get the Death Mist back. This Death Rate Shaman is doing quite a bit of damage to them, thankfully. Right, so they've got no cards in hand. Block that, and block that. To try and return that, there's another Ooze. So let's exile Rankle. Exile the Knight. And exile Scrap heap. We've got the Sylvan Caryatids, which can block the Dread Wanderers. So we're in a decent situation at the moment, I would say. There's another Knight. Another Nixos. It's not what we need. We need a creature of some substance. Unfortunately. That is not it. We'll exile the Death Mist Raptor there. Exile Spoos. We can also exile the Hornet Queen if we need, because we've got no way of bringing that back anyway. Even if they pump the Knight, the ooze is still big enough to take care of it. Still nothing. They've got one card in hand. It's a scrap heap. Let's exile the Hornet Queen now. Whisperwood, finally. Now we can start getting some beasties on. Probably get this Death Mist back as well. Oh, those are new again. Can't flip it though, so. They've just got another land. So it's exile, search. Another land. So what do we get this time? Then we've got a Death Mist Raptor, so that's good. And I can pay its manifest cost. Oh my god, it's Megan Worth cost, I should say. That up Mega Wolf cost. And there's another Whisperwood. Now we'll get into the 2 Death Mists. We're about to get a creature back from the Whisperwoods. Oh, I missed it. Manifest another 2 creatures. Sunpale Grove. And a plane, so we wouldn't have got the Death Mist back. So we've got the GG's there. I'll bring the Whisperwood back to the Hornet's Nest. We'll take out the Ugin. Bring back 1 Mastery. And go with that. So they are on play. Could be a little slow. They've mulliganed to 5 so far. That's a champion. There's a voice. So we have a Thought Seeds. So they're going to take the voice. Possibly. Or the Mastery. They take the Whisperwood. Okay. Fair enough. We've got another Thought Seeds. And I'm going to take the Polykey this time. Come on. 2. Play the voice. Death Rate Shaman now. Got no black mana to go with it though. We'll block. We'll get a token. There's our forest. Cast Death Mist now. They are down to 1 card. So here, the Death Rite out. And the Mastery. Next turn we can get the Polykey. And hopefully start churning some creatures out with the Mastery. Fortunately we can't. One, two, three. That'll give us the 4 needed. I can start getting rid of the other creatures with the death right as well. We'll have enough mana for the mastery with the Nykthos. What they're playing here is a Swift End, Rankle. And they really afford to attack with the Rankle. There's a Hornet Queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got enough mana to cast it. There's that. That elemental becomes a big beastie. Attack with that and deploy key, I would say. Probably attack with Death Mist as well. There's a failed push, so I expect at some point One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, exile creature. Gain 2 life. There's a voice. Manifest the top. What we get, some Petal Grove. There's not really much good. So it's 6 there we can spend into that if we want. So it'll only be 3. Maybe we can get rid of Rankle. And we get the GGs. Get rid of 4 insects. Still got with the Death Mist, but I think there's a failed push on the Poly key, but it's done its job. With a big attack next turn, they should be done. You can only block one creature from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, here we are. I thought the deck worked very well. We did eventually go 4-3, losing to a Night Pack Ambusher. We did beat, however, a white-blue control deck and an Uno Omnath deck. The one big problem the deck has, obviously, is if it's quite an intense game, the game can go very long with all the interactions that we have between the Mastery of the Unseen or any Whisperwood Elementals and things like that. Then we generally run out of time. And the Night Pack, well, it didn't happen in the Night Pack Ambusher game, but we came very close in that game. The one against Omnath and the white-blue control as well. Now, obviously, against the white-blue control, we do have a lot of redundancy, resilience with the Whisperwood Elemental. If we get a Mastery of the Unseen down, then we can easily turn over creatures without having to cast them, which gets around their counterspells. For any changes that could be made, well, the one area our deck was quite weak in was against flyers, unless we managed to get the Hornet Queen out. So possibly some creatures with reach, maybe put into the sideboard or changed in the main deck. Other than that, I'm not sure. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. YouTube is showing you a couple of videos you might like. Comment down below. Remember to give a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!